Yep, go.
So many of us go through life trying to determine and succeed at what a successful life is. We lay awake at night thinking about it. We spend our free time trying to come up with ways to make it happen. And we search for the answers in books, and we search for the answers in magazines and places like the internet. And having an abundance of money and power does not create a successful life. John Hagee, in his book, 7 Secrets, quotes Benjamin Franklin as saying, "Money never made a man happy. Not yet, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more a man has, the more he wants. Instead of it filling a vacuum, it makes one. If it satisfies one need or one want, then it doubles and triples that want or need in another way. Money can buy an expensive wedding, think of that, but it cannot buy an intimate, lasting marriage. Money can buy the best toys for your kids, but money cannot buy respectful children." An article from the Trumpet titled "Survey Shows What Makes Children Happy" says, according to the Understanding Society, research reveals that money and things cannot make up for the lack of a happy, stable home. So money cannot make happy children. Money can buy us the finest Bible, and many of us have them, but money cannot buy us a ticket into heaven. Money can buy statues of Jesus, but money cannot buy you the knowledge of His saving grace. Money can buy you books, but money cannot buy you common sense. Success is not money. Another thing that success is not power. I'm going to list a few people here who had great power who did not lead successful lives. I will begin with Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden had great power over the Al-Qaeda terrorist organization that is responsible for the murder of millions of Americans. He had great power over that network, but yet he was killed by U.S. forces on Sunday, May 1st, 2011. So again, Osama bin Laden had great power, yet he did not lead a successful life. Saddam Hussein ruled for decades over the people of Iraq. He had absolute power over millions of Iraqis. He had all kinds of money. He lived in big fancy homes and big mansions. Yet he too ended up being captured by the U.S. military and was found guilty by the Iraqi Special Tribune and found guilty with war crimes against humanity and was executed December 30th, 2006. Saddam Hussein had great power, but he did not lead a successful life. And the third person I'd like to bring up who had absolute power was Adolf Hitler. He possessed that absolute power over the people of Germany. He dragged the world into one of the bloodiest wars of history. Along with that bloody war, he systematically murdered 6 million Jews. Yet on April 30th, 1945, while hiding in his bunker with a handful of fellow fanatical Nazis, he shot himself in the head. He done so because he did not want his dead corpse to be treated as Mussolini's was by the Italians when they hung him upside down. So he had absolute power, but yet he did not lead a successful life. Power is not success. The Bible has this to say about success. 1 Kings chapter 2 verse 3 says, "Observe the requirements of the Lord your God and follow all His ways. Keep the decrees, commands, regulations, and laws written in the law of Moses, so that you will be successful in all that you do and wherever you go." James chapter 1 verse 5 says, "If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and He will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking." So if we find ourselves lacking in the area of success, we'd be very wise to go and consult the giver of success. Writer Jeffrey James wrote an article titled 10 Questions That Create Success. I'm going to list off those 10 questions because in and of themselves they will create that for us. Number 1 says, have I made certain that those I love feel loved? When is the last time any of us has done that? Number 2 says, have I done something today that improved the world? Number 3 says, have I conditioned my body to be more strong, flexible, and resilient? Have I reviewed and honed my plans for the future? Number 5 says, have I acted in private with the same integrity I exhibit in public? Now, that could be a very hard one for a lot of us. Number 6 says, have I avoided unkind words and deeds? Number 7 says, have I accomplished something worthwhile? Number 8 says, have I helped someone less fortunate? And number 9 says, have I collected some wonderful memories? And last but certainly not least says, have I felt grateful for the incredible gift of life itself? If we were to ask ourselves these 10 questions, we quickly see that they do not revolve around money and power. Many of us have chased the world's definition of success, and you may have found that it has left you trapped in a cycle of want. You may have debts you cannot pay and families that are broken that you cannot fix. True success results in peace that surpasses all understanding. True success results in families and relationships mended. I urge you to embark on the journey of a successful life, and may that successful lifelong journey begin today. Thank you.